y'all? So I had this makeup look on in a Snapchat, maybe even a video. I think it was one of my April favorites. I believe so. And so many of you guys liked it and you were like, tutorial. So that's what we're going to do. I'm totally going to do a Cwoffee talk style because so many of you guys, I asked last video or the video before or something like that about my Cwoffee talks. Like, I totally thought you guys weren't digging them because I don't get that many views on them, but so many of you guys were like, yes, bring that shit back. I am going to tell you like what I'm doing and what I'm using and stuff like that, so we're just going to do it like OG style Cwoffee talk. Yeah, so let's just get started. Here we go. So I got my base and my brows. Did I say that yet? I don't remember. Have my base and my brows done. I even did my concealer because I didn't want the video to be like 30 minutes long, but it's probably going to be like 30 minutes long. Just pre-warning, so grab a snack and stuff like that. So this look was I mean, obviously you can see from the thumbnail, but it was the look that had like the green inner corner and then like the purple lash line and then like really neutral on the eyes. I don't know where I put that. Oh, what I used for my eyes was just my eyebrow trio. So if you don't know, this is the Essential Brow Trio by Bodyography that I got in a BoxyCharm like ages ago, and this is just what I used on my eyes. So let's go on and do this, girls. So if you have been following me on the Snapchat, you know that I'm just taking this light color right here and putting that in my crease. And my eyes are like primed, and I usually just prime my eyes with concealer and then I just powder them with like face powder. So anyways, if you have been following me on the Snap, you know that I have been completely cracked the fuck out on Breaking Bad. I am now on episode, I think just the first episode of season 5. I'm almost done. I actually can't wait until it's fucking over so I can get my life back, because it is just, y'all, I mean, my God, I knew it was good. We had first started watching it. Okay, so I'll tell you the story of Breaking Bad. I would tell you guys this story too because it's kind of effed up. So we had started watching Breaking Bad kind of like when it first came out. When the first season came out and then the season went to DVD, we had bought the DVD, Tim and I, and we started watching it. And, you know, this has obviously been like years ago when, you know, the series like first started or whatever. So we had started watching it and Tim was like, I don't want to fucking watch this. This is so depressing. And I'm like, I kind of liked it because I always like dark and weird like movies and stuff. So next thing I'm going to do is just take this second to darkest color and with a MAC 217 just dust that in my crease. That was a Morphe M441 BT dubs. But anyways, so I freaking was like, I kind of want to watch it. And he's like, I seriously like can't watch this. It's just like way too depressing. So I was like, okay, gonna grab the 441 again and blend that out. So I was just like, okay, whatever, I guess we won't watch it then. Literally like 5 seasons later, all these people are talking about Breaking Bad and everyone's like, Breaking Bad's so fucking good, and like there's all these Breaking Bad references everywhere and I don't get them because I never watched it. So there's that. Okay, so put that in the back of your cranium for now. Well, skip ahead like years and years later. So about 3 months ago, I tell Tim we need to start watching Breaking Bad because it's, you know, I always see all these references. Like Aiden gets a loot crate. If you don't know what loot crate is, it's basically like a gamer's version of BoxyCharm. Like you get all these, like you get t-shirts. Like one time he got a Deadpool t-shirt, and the one time he got it's just like a gamer box basically, and you get little trinkets and stuff like that, little like the die cast characters or whatever they are. The one time he got like an apron that said Los Pollos Hermanos, you know, from Breaking Bad, and I had no clue what it was. I was like, what is this supposed to be? Like, I didn't even know because I'd never watched the show, you know what I mean? Like, we only watched like the first, when Tim and I watched it, we watched like the first maybe 2, maybe 3 episodes, and then he was like, this is freaking depressing. So about 2 or 3 months ago, I tell Tim, I'm basically just deepening up the crease with just this really light color here. So about 2-3 months ago, I tell Tim, like, we need to start watching Breaking Bad. I'm so tired of, like, not getting the references, you know what I'm saying, of, like, everything everywhere. So he's like, oh, yeah, we should. We totally should. Never happened, never happened. Well, then one night, maybe, like, less than a week ago, mind you, I was just like, fuck it. I'm watching it. I don't care if he's watching it or not. I'm gonna start watching it. So I started watching it. Hold on. Sorry, I had to grab my palette. I'm grabbing my Me Vida Loca palette, BT Dubs. So I was like, screw it. I'm freaking watching it. I don't care if he is or not. So I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes and I was like completely hooked, right? So then I watched like the first season. I get finished with the first season and I finally came clean and tell Tim, just so you know, I'm watching Breaking Bad. And I was thinking the whole time, like, I get crazy with shows. Like, I've told you guys that before. I'm going to go into Skulls right here and put it on the lid. No, not Skulls. Lyric. I'm going to go into Lyric and put it on the lid. With just, like, this flat shader brush from Royal & Langnickel. So, I tell him, hey, just to let you know, I've been watching Breaking Bad, because we always watch series together, you know what I mean? I've been watching Breaking Bad, and I kind of want to finish it on my own, because I want to watch it on my own time, like, you know, if I'm at home during the day, because he works every day, and he doesn't get home till like 4:30, so if I have like nothing to do one day, I can just completely crack out on it, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm watching it, and I kind of want to watch it by myself, and he was like, okay, that's fine, you know, whatever. So I was like, he took that really well. That is kind of weird, like how well he took that. I'm gonna take Lyric and spray it with my Infallible. Do you guys see now why I wanted to turn the Cwoffee talks into like just me putting makeup on and talking, because I talk so much that it's hard to like do both. So anyways, so I was like, he took that really, really well. That's kind of fucking weird, right? So then he comes clean and says, I watched it. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I said, how long ago? And he was like, probably like a year ago. I was like, a year ago? You watched it, the whole series, a year ago, and you didn't even tell me? You couldn't even include me? And he's like, you can't be pissed at me because you just sat there and told me you wanted to watch it alone. I was like, yeah, but I was only on the first season. Like, you could have caught up with me. I envisioned me saying, I want to watch it alone. And you saying, well, fine then, I'm going to start watching it too. And then we would eventually start watching it together. But oh no. He watched the whole damn series and hid it from me for a whole entire year. I was so pissed. I know it sounds really stupid, but that's just, you know, I was pissed. So anyways, super cracked out on it. I have like no life. I've had no life for like the past freaking week. All I can do is watch this show. Like, I literally had to force myself to pause it just now to come up here and film. I'm like, bitch, you gotta film. Like, it was crazy. So now I'm gonna take my NYX Treasure Jolie liner and do my lineal work here. And this is like basically all I'm gonna do for the upper lid, just because we got all those colors going on like in the inner corner. And the outer lid, this is all I did. So let me blend that a little bit because I'm talking too much and my blending's getting crazy. So anyways, yeah, so I was totally cracked out on it. So I'm hoping that like by tomorrow I'll be done with season 5 and then I can get back to being a fucking human being, because that shit was crazy. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, you guys, it was nuts. Okay, so now that I am tight lined, I'm gonna go ahead and do a wing. I'm gonna do it off camera though, because it takes me for fucking ever. Y'all know what's up if you have hooded eyes. It just, wings are not your friend. It takes a long time. So I'm just gonna use my NYX matte liquid liner and do a wing really quick off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, the wing is on. So anyways, yeah, so I could go on and on and on about it, but I know that at this point, freaking Breaking Bad is like completely old news. So that is what's up. So now that I got my wing on, I'm going to take this darker color. I just wanted to let you guys know that is why I've been behind on and go into my crease with it. You guys know what's up. That's why I've been so behind on like answering comments back, answering snaps back. Jesus. I mean, it is like a full-blown addiction over here. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever been so invested in a show since Sons of Anarchy. And Sons of Anarchy, I watched like on a weekly basis, you know what I mean? Anyways, sorry. What did I just do? What was I? Oh yeah, so I put that dark color in my crease and now I'm just gonna blend it out with the 441. Yeah, so anyways, I know that it's like, you know, old news at this point, and I could seriously go on and on, but it's basically ruining my life is what I'm trying to say, and I can't wait until it's fucking over. So that is what up with that. So did any of you guys, okay, now I'm gonna go into, we're gonna work on the lower lash line. I just want to talk, and I gotta do makeup here. We're doing a tutorial. Jesus. I am going to grab, what did I use? Oh, I'm going to grab vinyl from the Vida Loca, this one right here, this really bright green, and just on this Real Techniques, I don't know what it is. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do first though? I am going to take my jumbo eye pencil in Milk, and we are going to put that as a base in my inner corner. And I can't, because of my nails, I like can't blend it out. So I've been using my knuckle like this to like try to blend it out. Isn't that ridiculous? Let me push my rings down. And that's what I've been doing to like blend my shit out, is trying to use my knuckle like this. I know, I'm an idiot. So let me think. Did I use this in my waterline too? Hold on, let me look at the picture real quick. Yes, I did. I'm gonna take my next jumbo pencil and slap that beach in my waterline. As well. My eyes are like really bloodshot, you guys. I don't know if I told you. I know I told you guys on Snapchat. The lash serum that I use like makes my eyes really bloodshot because I haven't used it in like 6 months because my lashes are like nothing right now. I'll show you guys the differences. I'll take pictures and stuff. But oh my god, dude, it makes your eyes so bloodshot for like the first couple of weeks. I'm just gonna take that vinyl color on this. It doesn't matter what brush you use. Just use a fucking brush. Put it in your inner corner, okay? And I'm really, really gonna like blow it out. Can you guys see that, or am I like down too much? But anyways, for like the first week or two, it will make your eyes like super hella bloodshot. But it goes away like after a couple of weeks, and then you're all good. I freaking love this color. Like, look how vibrant that is. It is freaking insanity. And you could, like, if you don't want to do the purple, you could just stop right here and it would look bomb. Okay, next thing I did was grab this Butter London little indigo punk eyeliner. It's a purple eyeliner, so you can use a purple eyeliner. I'm just using this as a base, so I'm sticking this right under my lash line. Pretty a lotly, you know, pretty heavily, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I got another zit coming in right there. It drives me nuts. And I'm just using that as a base, and then I am going to grab this little ankle brush and go into the color Echo. It's like this sparkly purple color. It has a lot of glitter in it, but the glitter doesn't really come off. Like, it falls off before it hits your eye, so that's all good. And then I'm just going to take that color and put that right there on that lower lash lineal. And then I am going to make an attempt to try and find a clean brush to blend that out with. This one looks clean, is it? I didn't see any dust come out of it, so. And then I'm just going to take and blend that right out. Blend it right out. If you're somebody that has like dark under eye circles, I wouldn't suggest putting purple on your lower lash line. Maybe do like a pink or a blue or something like that. It just seems like when you put purple on your lower lash line, if you have dark under eye circles, it tends to accentuate those. And then I'm just gonna take this and kind of wing that out a little bit. I didn't do that last time, but we're doing it this time. Now I'm gonna grab my NYX white liquid liner. This thing is amazing for like drawing stuff on your face if you want to like be super cool Coachella chick, you know what I'm saying? That's like really on trend right now, I guess. And I'm just gonna do 3 little dots right along my eyeliner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is what I did. See, it's like super easy, but it looks like you're like super professional because you got all this like color going on, these little dots and things. I think what I'm gonna do now is grab my Smashbox. Maybe not, yeah. I'm gonna grab this Smashbox Photo Angle Pure Pigment Gel Liner and just go over my liner to make it a little bit darker so that way it stands out a little bit more. So let me go ahead and do that real quick and I will be right back. Okay, now that that's done, you guys obviously don't have to do that because the reason why I did it is because I felt like the liner was kind of getting lost just from like blending that other eyeshadow on top of it and stuff like that. And then with the white dots and the purple and all that, I felt like my liner was kind of fading back, but now it's like a little bit bolder now. So I'm gonna go ahead and, no, what I'm gonna do first is my face. Sorry, I'm like jumping all over the place. I like keep remembering like what I was doing. Where is my bronzer? So I'm just gonna grab my Stila Stay All Day bronzer and my Real Techniques blush brush and bronze the old face piece up. Okay, so this part I did not do for when I had that look on for that video or whatever, but I have been doing this the past couple of days and loving it. So I have been grabbing my Crown of Canopy Wet n Wild highlighter, which is like entirely too dark for me to like highlight with, and then my Morphe E3, and I've kind of been using it as like a blush slash bronzing my face slash making me super glowy slash blush type deal. Did I say blush? I think I said blush the first time, didn't I? But it's such a pretty, see, it's like a pretty bronzy color, so I've kind of been doing that with that. And then taking the same brush, or let me contour. I contoured before that. I'm like all over the place, am I not? Jesus, girl, get it together, would ya? I just had a huge cup of coffee and I have had no caffeine like prior to that, so it's just like hitting me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, taking my Makeup Forever shadow that I usually contour with, M538 I think is what it's called, and I'm gonna contour real quick. And then I've been going into Precious Petals, the other Wet n Wild limited edition highlighter, but I actually heard, I think one of you guys told me that they're supposed to be bringing this to their website because so many people are raving about it, so let's just hope that's true. So I'm basically just doing the same thing that I did with the other one, almost like bronzing with it with this big brush. And then it's not just so focused on one area, so you don't have just like a stripe, you know what I'm saying? Then I grab my Lorac Starlight highlighter. I know, it's crazy. Hold on to your hats, right? What am I, 80? And then I grab that on there and I take that on the top and up and around like that. So then you have like this tier of highlight going on, and then I take it across my nares, across my cupid's bow. And I just love it. I love it. I love it. You guys hear like all the commotion that's going on? It's because my desk is completely fucking covered in makeup. It's a little insane right now. Now we're gonna go ahead and curl lashes, put mascara and lashes on. Let's stick my Benefit Lash Primer on first, even though I know I have been wearing lashes quite a bit, but I think that it helps. Like, obviously the Benefit primer helps, you know, just on its own. Like, if you don't wear lashes, try this. It's amazing on your lashes before your mascara. But I think it helps my lashes blend better if I have more mascara on them. Blend better with my false lashes. Do you know what I mean? Am I even fucking speaking English right now? Jesus. Then once my primer is on and dry, I'm gonna grab my Pure Minerals Fully Charged Mascara, which by the way, this mascara is fucking awesome. If you watch my favorites video, I mentioned that in there, and I went off on a tangent about the waterproof better than sex and how this was way better than that. It acts just like it does the same thing to your lashes that the waterproof better than sex does, but it doesn't like flake off or transfer or anything like that. I think the face is done. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lower lashes on, and then I'm gonna pop some lashes on. Salon Perfect 6115. Why do I always call them 6115? Salon Perfect 615. They're literally the only lashes that I've been wearing for the past month. All of you guys who have been asking me what lashes I have on in every video and every Snapchat, it is always these. They're insanely hard to get. They're only available at Walmart, and they're only available in store. You cannot get them online. Do not buy them from the assholes who are selling them on Amazon for $20 a pair, because that's fucking ridiculous. If you absolutely cannot get your hands on them, Socialize makes a set of lashes called the Vixen lashes, I believe, and they are the exact same thing. The band is a little bit thicker, but they're the same length and everything. Ardell just came out with a set of lashes that are the number 600s, but they're not as long as these, so they're not as like doll-like, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't get a hold of these, try out the Ardell 600s too, because those ones are really good. They're just not as long as what these are. Okay, lash rant over. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on, put my bottom lashes with some mascara, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, the lashes are on and popping. My lash glue still needs to dry a little bit, but that's all right. Mama's in a hurry, so lash glue's gonna have to dry on its lash glue. So basically all I did for my lips for this was just use my Revlon Bellini gloss, and that is all I did. I didn't do anything super extreme on the lips just because, you know, the eyes are like so cray, but this, if you want it to be like super bold and colorful, it would look really dope with like a bright pink lip or like a bright pink matte lip. I think I put that on first, and then I was like, oh, that's a little bit too much. Like the first time I did it, you know what I mean? So anyways, this is the finished look. So that is what's up. That's it for this video, y'all. It's already long enough, I'm sure. So thank you guys so much for all of your kind comments about the Cwoffee talks. They are a returning, girl. They are a returning. It's probably, I think I'm just gonna do them more like where I just put my makeup on, rather than like instructively telling you what to do, because as you saw in the video, I can't shut the fuck up, so I talk too much. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on. I just wanted to show you guys this look here, and I didn't want to do it like without telling you what I used and stuff like that. So that is what's up. But my future Cwoffee talks will just be like normal makeup. It'll probably be me just like getting ready to go run errands and shit like that, you know. So that is that. That's it. That's all I got. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys decide to recreate it, tag me on Instagram. Tag a bitch on the gram. I know I don't get on Instagram that often. I'm kind of over Instagram, if I'm being honest, because everybody's like so filtered to the max. It's like, are you even a fucking person anymore? But if you guys tag me, I will definitely check them out. So that's what's up. That's it. That's it for this video. So thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe if you are not. Check me out on all my social media, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.